You're seeing me because you're on the verge of a huge life transformation. In fact, you may be in the middle of it. You've just been self-sabotaging it. It feels like you're always like right there, but nothing's moving. You can get some help on this if you go to the Astro app and you type in, how do I work through my self-sabotage based off my birth chart? For me, I have a Virgo sun, Cancer moon. So like perfectionism and emotional vulnerability can be challenging for me, and that can be part of my blocks. But for a lot of you, like you have this beautiful new beginning with a lot of happiness coming in, but you've been blocking it. Like you've been feeling that it's right here for you. And this is what, interesting, yeah, you've been manifesting this. So the power of your pen is very significant, but this is something that you've been working through, working towards, but it feels like you're always at the finish line, but you can't ever cross it. So that's what I want to get into in this reading, that little bit of self-sabotage. Again, you can go check on the app to see how you can help yourself specifically, like it's related to your birth chart. Yeah, so this self-sabotaging energy is like you working against yourself. It's that the power of your mind, again, is very significant. So there's a need for you to take control over what's going on in here. So if you get, it was just 111 on my timer. So if you can get a little like a little too cerebral is what I'm getting, is that it's like once there's like meditation can be very important for you, is that once this thing comes through your mind, you'll latch onto it instead of just letting it float through. So as you get closer to like the finish line, you get more of these self-doubts of like, what if I mess this up? Or what if I, something about being seen is like, I don't want to be seen like in this light or in this way, or what if this happens? There's like a catastrophizing that happens here. Yeah, you're not standing in your power, is that you do have the ability to like face down all of your fears, all of like whatever's going on around you, but and it may not feel this way, but you're choosing not to, because you have this, a lot of abundance here. This is a marrying of spirit and ego. So there is a need for you to get on the same page to call in this kind of abundance that you know is already here for you. You know who you are, you know what you've worked for. This is very significant to you. If like, you've put in the work, you're just like, why, like, I feel like I've gotten to this end result. Why can't I see the end result? It's like, I've done everything. Why haven't I seen it materialize into the 3D? And that's part of like the block here that you're working through, is this almost like needing proof. So my cat always comes up when like you need comfort, if that's coming through. So there could be this need to like be nice to yourself as you work through this. Yeah, especially with this inner child. So you could have this need to connect with your inner child in some kind of way. Hold on. So, all right, let's see what else we got. Yeah, again with this. So pay attention to what you're telling yourself and what you're writing down. Affirmations could be very important for you right now. But there's this need to just fully embody this new version of you, regardless of what the outside is saying. And I'm hearing like to use everything as confirmation, that you wouldn't be facing any setbacks or challenges. Yeah, like I said about meditation, but with this in reverse is like, it's taking what you've learned, meditating, and then putting it into practice. So it's when something like unfavorable happens, like just see it as protection, that you're always being protected in some kind of way. Yeah, this is, you can be, have, or do anything that you set your mind to. This is like a step beyond the divine inspiration. This is, you've been taking action, so you know that this is you. It's just standing in this embodiment of what you've built. And yeah, being strong and proud of what you've created. You do have a wish fulfillment here. It's just whenever you get this pushback within yourself, is to keep going. You are starting on this new beginning. I know you guys get really confused with this. It says death here. This is a death oracle deck. So death is the beginning of this whole deck. There's the 0 up top here. This is the Fool. So you are on this new beginning here. And it's up to you, especially when you're on a new beginning, to just like keep blazing the trail here. So anytime you face any kind of self-doubt, it's to keep going and to keep pushing yourself to be that version that you know you are, because you have a wish fulfillment here. You are this version of you. It's just completely embodying it. And yeah, it's releasing the burdens that came with your manifestation. That when this is in the upright, I see it as like the burdens you carry of fully manifesting something. It's the end of the wand suit. So you've manifested, now like you're carrying the weight of it. So you've kind of been through that, and now it's time for you to let that go and step into this next stage, which would be like the Page of Wands, right? Even though interesting here, we do have this King of Wands card. So it's actually kind of skipping over that. It's like you've already done all of this. So let go of the burdens of someone who's already been there and start embracing this version of you who's made it and who knows how to wield their creative and manifestation power. Because like that, that manifestation card, that the power of your pen that was coming through, is that you know how powerful you are. So stop working against yourself. Is that you know how much power you hold. You have to be directing it towards your highest and best interest at this point. So if this resonates with you, let me know. If you want to book a personal reading with me or any of my services, they're in my bio. And if you become a paid subscriber to my Substack, you get 20% off all of my readings in perpetuity. Thanks, guys.